Lascio la parola adesso a due ospiti in rappresentanza di Mavera. Abbiamo Marko Ahokas, Vice President Sales, e Johan Larsson, Chief Product Officer, appunto di Mavera. Benvenuti, very welcome. E ci parleranno di Claims Settlement of the Future. Very welcome Marko, very welcome Johan. Please, the stage is yours.
Thank you very
Ciao,
much.
Julia, and thank you, and greetings from Sweden. And thank you for the invitation. So today we are going to speak about claims settlement of the future and about the problems and implication of data loss. But before we do that, let me introduce myself. My name is Marko Ahokas, and I'm the VP Sales of Mavera since 3 years back. I have also here my colleague, Johan Larsson, who is the Chief Product Officer of Mavera. So, sorry. Before we start, and I let Johan take over the stage, let me just tell you short about Mavera. Mavera is an insurtech company that started already in 2008. Since then, we have helped insurers to make more accurate and more efficient decisions when it comes to the claims process. We are trusted by over 100 customers that use our solution on a daily basis. That has, of course, given us a really good insights in the industry. And this is actually what Johan is going to talk about now. So Johan, please.
Okay, thank you. So let's start this discussion around the topic of data loss. So I think all of us has been through the problem with losing data. There are many reasons for losing data, and I think we all have been through a couple of them. Human error is a classic one where we by accident delete a document, or we might even lose property in like a phone or a computer even. There is software corruption, which is software behaving badly, basically. There are thieves that might steal our laptop when we are at the restaurant. Of course, some of us have experienced computer viruses and different types of malware, or just that your computer servers are breaking down. But the one data loss item that I would like to focus on today is actually the data loss that happens because you're not capturing data. So a lot of us are using software on a daily basis that simply are not built to capture essential data for use now or in the future. So the implications of data loss in general, of course, it can affect your business function and your ability to actually run your business properly. And that can affect your reputation, but it also can affect your productivity, and there are legal consequences. But again, the focus on this talk is really about what could you do with data that you're not capturing today. And we'll focus a little bit on your ability to build new solutions, and in particular within the field of artificial intelligence and machine learning. So what is Mavera and what do we provide? We are a software company and we provide a tool called Mavera DSS, which is an abbreviation for Decision Support System. It's one system for multiple personas, and it offers secure and compliant storage in a cloud-based environment. And we have designed a system to collect data on every touch point, regardless if it's structured or unstructured data. And when it comes to dealing with claims and medical assessment, having one system where all different personas can interact greatly improves your ability to capture that data, and also, of course, to be efficient in your normal claims process. So claims handlers interact in the same system as your medical advisors, and it is regardless if your medical advisors are in a Mavera controlled network of medical advisors, or if you're running your own medical advisors, doctors and experts in their area within your own network, or if you're affiliated with an external network. Within claims, there is one particular area of interest when it comes to data, and that is documents. And documents is a generic term, but all claims are in general associated with documents. It can be medical records, it can be police reports, it can be medical or nurse notes, or any type of data, x-rays that are affiliated with a claim. And the ability to find data in these type of documents is traditionally, if it's even done, a manual task. So there's a person doing this. And of course, that's a bit of a scalability problem. But there is a solution in the field of artificial intelligence that is of high focus for us here at Mavera. And this is called intelligent document processing. Intelligent document processing is a technology within artificial intelligence that can understand the written material in medical notes and make sense of them. So we kind of look at this whole thing as finding a needle in a haystack, because a typical claim, especially in medical assessment, will have anywhere from 6 documents to 20, 30 documents, and a document can be anywhere from 2 pages to hundreds of pages if there is a particular complex case. So it's really about finding this needle in a haystack. And the way we do it is we implement and make use of technology. So in this picture on the left-hand side, you can see an example of a medical record that contains all the different notes and records written by, in this case, a particular hospital. And on the right-hand side, we have Mavera DSS importing that data and making use of it. And the way we present this is by offering what we call an augmented case view. So an augmented case view is your traditional case data for this particular claim, but it also adds extra information that is leveraging the data from medical records. And what is the purpose of this? Well, one of the main gains you get here is that it's a cost-saving thing. You actually can read up on cases much more fast. And we know from studies that you can achieve benefits of 3 times faster understanding of a claim. And one of the main components here is that we supply you with a chronological view of the medical history of the claimant. And of course, this is it's a world of options and opportunities to do things like not just understanding the case, but identifying things like fraud as well. But we don't stop here. This is a very efficient way of making sure that we can assist you in the normal day-to-day processes. But the data in documents are also something that we leverage and use in order to build prediction models with machine learning. So for example, we are very interested in knowing if there are correlation between a reported disability or accident and actual facts from your medical history. And the same applies when doing accident disability assessment. Being able to do a disability prediction within a fraction of a second, and then of course that can always be handed off to a medical expert for assessment, is a great gain in regards to accuracy and efficiency. The data in medical records in particular also are very beneficial for another model we have for doing medical necessity prediction. And medical necessity prediction is a great example of where mining and making use of data can help you be more transparent and more efficient in especially in health insurance. So this model looks at things like your diagnosis and a suggested treatment, and it can make a prediction whether this is actually suitable or not. And of course, the more it knows, the better it becomes. So making use of data from medical records is extremely important. So to conclude what Mavera DSS and Mavera is a lot about, capturing data on every touch point. So basically, whenever your actors or personas who are involved in the claims process do something, we want to capture that. We want to capture as much data as possible. And we want to make sure that we can leverage this data beyond just the traditional reports and graphs, but also to build new artificial intelligence models to make your claims process more efficient and accurate. And this is where the Mavera decision support system really can help you out.
Thank you, Johan. And if you want to get in touch with us, I mean, for myself, you can see our details, my details, and Johan as well. So with that said, I will say thank you.
Thank you, Marko and Johan. I have one last question, very quickly. Can you tell us what is the difference between structured and unstructured data, and why is that important? Thank you.
Of course, I'm happy to answer that. So to put it plain, the difference, structured data is data that a computer or software can understand and work with without any additional tooling or the need for artificial intelligence. Unstructured data, let me give an example. Unstructured data can be things like pictures. It can be sound, it can be video, it can actually even be smell and other things you experience as a human. And the human brain is amazing to make structure from unstructure. Even though in our daily lives that might be a challenge, we actually are very good at interpreting what we see and hear. A computer is not, it needs help. So that is where the value of being able to transition from unstructured data to structured data really lies, especially given the field of medical assessments, where a lot of the really, really high value data resides in things that are written by humans, medical professionals. It might have been scanned by printed and then scanned and sent to different parties. So you're actually always dealing with pictures, even though it looks like text for us. So making this, having this capability is extremely important and saves a lot of time, which also saves a lot of cost in the end of the day.
Thank you, Johan, for your answer, and thank you again, Marko, too. So it was a pleasure to have you here and to be part of this InsurTech Village live streaming.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.